Masih bersama kami di Presisi Siang. Kapten Idris Usman asal AS baru saja selesai sholat berjamaah di sela latihan militer multinasional Super Garuda Shield 2024 yang digelar di Jawa Timur saat ditemui oleh tim VOA 4 September lalu. Beberapa rekan TNI sebut ia tak pernah ketinggalan sholatnya di masjid. Dan mari kita simak laporan selengkapnya dari tim VOA.
That's the beauty of Islam, right? Anyone from anywhere could lead salah. So for me, number one priority in life is always, worshiping my Creator. We go to a remote area, but honestly for me, again, I will figure out a way to perform my salah. I have like a little prayer mat that I carry with me. It's very small, so when I'm in the field area, I take it out, I spread it, and I pray. It really doesn't matter where I am. When it's time for salah, it's time for salah. It was before Fajr, and we were in like position of attention, and I was looking at my watch. I'm like, well, time for Fajr is about to go out, and I need to pray, and I couldn't excuse myself. May Allah forgive me if I'm wrong, but I had to pray standing up. So I was like, okay, that's the only option I have right now, because I'm in a situation where I couldn't move, I couldn't excuse myself. So I'm here to make sure that members of our brigade are well taken care of psychologically. So I go around, check on soldiers as they're doing the training. Maybe something is going on at home, they're sad, they're anxious, things like that. They come to me for emotional support and psychological support. When we are in the field, they actually provide halal MREs, which is quite good, right? Like all the soldiers taste it and look at it, they're like, well, how come you get lamb chops? They've been able to take care of me in that regards too, which alhamdulillah, I'm really thankful for that. That's the beauty of Islam, right? Anyone from anywhere can lead salah. I don't understand them, they don't understand me. When it comes time for salah though, it doesn't matter where that person is that is leading the salah, we all understand each other and we are all one when it comes time for salah.
Bila ikan gabus lazim ditemui di Indonesia, maka ikan ini sangat asing bagi warga Amerika Serikat. Ikan ini pun tadinya tidak ditemui di AS dan lepas ke perairan Amerika sebagai satwa invasif yang dikhawatirkan memangsa habis ikan lokal. Tapi sebagian warga justru menyambut baik adanya ikan ini. Dan berikut kita simak laporan Nova Perwadi dari VOA.
Oh, that was a snake.
Bila cuaca sedang memungkinkan, Mike Solicki bisa ditemui di perairan di Fredericksburg, negara bagian Virginia. Sekitar 1 jam perjalanan mobil dari ibu kota AS. Ikan yang diburunya adalah satwa invasif yang dianggap ancaman bagi satwa lokal.
To me, it's the best fish that ever hit the United States. I hope it winds up going in every body of water so everybody can enjoy it.
Ikan yang dimaksud adalah ikan gabus yang pertama muncul di anak sungai Potomac sekitar 20 tahun lalu. Sejak itu, Mike rajin memancingnya.
The water is very shallow, gets very grassy, and that's their perfect habitat.
Ikan gabus yang di Indonesia juga disebut kutu berasal dari Asia. Ikan ini bisa tumbuh hingga 80-an sentimeter dan bisa bernafas di luar air dan bertahan beberapa hari tanpa air. Dengan gigi tajam, ikan ini juga berpotensi menghabisi ikan lokal.
What was driving the fear was that the abundance of snakeheads would get so high, they would just overwhelm the system. That never happened.
Ikan dan burung setempat akhirnya memangsa ikan gabus. Sementara ikan lebih kecil beradaptasi dan belajar untuk menghindari ikan ini.
So the species they're eating the most of are not declining. So again, if you look at the numbers of them out there, that would suggest they're not having an impact.
Pada saat yang sama, warga Amerika menemukan bahwa ikan gabus ternyata bisa menjadi santapan lezat.
Like swimming chicken, it's the most hardiest piece of meat that you'll ever get.
Meski dampaknya tak separah estimasi, peneliti tetap berhati-hati.
They get in somewhere different, maybe where we have a threatened or endangered fish, where there's not as much diversity in the fish community. There could be some impacts, unwanted impacts in a situation like that. So that's the hesitancy to sort of embrace the fish.
Kondisinya berbeda untuk ikan laut, lionfish dari Samudra Hindia dan Pasifik, yang di Indonesia sering disebut sebagai ikan skorpion, satwa invasif di Laut Atlantik yang akhirnya memusnahkan banyak ikan lokal dan tak memiliki predator alami. Sejumlah restoran dan supermarket di negara bagian Florida kini menjual daging ikan skorpion karena sebagai bagian dari strategi pemusnahan satwa invasif ini, warga dianjurkan untuk mengkonsumsinya. Strategi serupa juga diberlakukan di kawasan Barat Tengah Amerika Serikat atau Midwest terhadap ikan invasif lainnya, yaitu sejenis ikan mas Asian carp, yang baru-baru ini diberi nama baru kopi, singkatan dari copious atau berlimpah, karena begitu berlimpahnya ikan ini sehingga mengancam fauna setempat. Daging kopi kini juga bisa ditemui di sejumlah supermarket dan restoran di Illinois dan sekitarnya. Dari Washington DC, saya Nova Purwadi dan tim VOA.
Kapolri Jenderal Polisi Listio Sigit Prabowo menghadiri acara peringatan Hari Ulang Tahun ke-79 TNI Angkatan Laut yang digelar di kapal KRI Rajiman Video di Ningrat. Informasinya akan hadir usai jeda berikut ini.